Hi, I'm Real Demon, and these are my April pickups for 2020. Right, let's get the glasses on and we'll get started, alright? So here we go. So, these are the pickups from last month, April. I got quite a few actually. I was quite surprised. I got quite a few. I got a big one from Thimbs, which is I'll put in the description below so you can have a little look at that. It was a big one from them. Every game that I'm going to show you now, I'm going to put footage up here so you can have a look at it. So let's, without further ado, let's have a little look. I'm looking down here because that's where they are. Without further ado, let's go for it. So we have from on Nintendo DS. Now this is quite interesting because I recorded this with that camera. So it's actually not too bad. This is called Turn It Around. I basically use the stylus to move things around and around on the stylus for a various mixture of Taito-based puzzle games. And it's not bad. It's actually really quite good. Came with a manual as well, actually. As I say, these all came from a mixture of suppliers, from CEX to Music Magpie. So I got a few of those from them. So that's actually quite good. I like that one. So next we've got Mickey's Epic Mickey Power of Illusion. This has the longest intro sequence in the world. And it just won't let you get past it until you get to a certain point and a save point. So annoying. It has a little bit of stylus drawing stuff in it. This is a 3DS game up in the corner there. It's quite nice actually. I don't mind it. I quite like it, to be honest with you. It's not too bad a game at all. Anyway, so we've got that one. So that's Epic Mickey. This is a classic, certainly on the PlayStation anyway, and it's now I think on the Xbox as well. Maybe was it in the Xbox as well originally in the original Xbox? I don't know. Anyway, this is Tekken 3DS version, and it's really good. The footage should be running up top there. It's absolutely superb. If you're a Tekken fan, which I am, I can highly recommend this. It includes the movie as well, which is kind of cool. So yeah, definitely one to pick up if you're a Tekken fan. Fairly cheap as well. Right, now we're on to PlayStation games, so we won't look at these too hard because they'll explode. So we have this is Puznix. It's a game that was around in the 8-bit generation of games, actually, to be honest with you. It's quite a good little puzzler. You've just got to kind of match things together with a certain number of moves and then certain 3 in a row and all this kind of stuff. It's quite nice, actually. I quite like that one. I quite enjoyed that one. So fairly cheap, that one as well, actually, to be honest with you. Then we've got a whole batch, and I'm going to pick them up in a batch, and I'm going to show you in a batch. We have the whole Colony Wars sort of saga. We've got first Colony Wars, where you play as the, I think they're called the Freedom something or other. I'm trying to look on the back of the cover and I can't see it. I think they're the Freedom something or other. Anyway, we're the kind of rebels going against. Is it on the back there? Sorry, I've got the whole thing. It's 2-disc thing there. 40 missions. It's basically it's a space combat game, and it's a really good space combat game. It should be flying on top of that. I'm sure with there's rebels versus alliance kind of thing, if that makes sense. You know, good versus evil as such. So that's the first one. This is the second game. This is Vengeance. This is where you play from the Imperial. Well, I don't think they're Imperial, but the Navy's point of view. So the opposite side to these guys. So this is their point of view for the game. I don't know if it continues on from it, but it's really good. I mean, the graphics are really good and it's really excellent. Now, I filmed this with originally with a composite cable, but I have recently picked up some RGB cables, which I'm going to put in another video, and I'll show you the difference. The difference is absolutely brilliant. This is Colony Wars Red Sun. This seems to be a sort of independent story, so like a mining colony or some kind of corporation story. And I noticed first off that straight away that we've got planet-based things which should be running up there, missions. I really quite like that. I was quite impressed. So I do recommend. I'd certainly recommend the original Colony Wars. I finished that. I loved finishing that one. It was a brilliant game. Really enjoyed it. It's good space combat. Real sort of use the dual shock properly. Great little game. So yeah, Colony Wars Red Sun, excellent. Then we've got, to go along with the theme that I had previously, which was the Tekken theme, we've got Tekken 3, another game that my wife was better at me than I am with it, if that makes sense. Yeah, she was a lot better than I was at it. So Tekken 3, again recorded with the other footage. I really like Tekken 3, and I don't really care it's the Platinum version because it was just to get Tekken 3 back in my collection. I really liked it. I've got Tekken 2 somewhere as well, which is it's one of the reasons why I bought a PlayStation 1 in the first place. Tekken 2 was just phenomenal. I loved it. I'm a bit of a Tekken rampage at the moment, to be honest with you. Tekken and recently Taito Rampage. So next one is Driver 2. So Driver 1 was the first one. This is Driver 2. Yeah, it's fine. I think I preferred the original Driver because it was kind of fresh and new at the time, whereas this isn't too bad at all. So, but yeah, Driver 2. Driving around San Francisco, smashing into things. Right, okay, next. I should pick them up in a little batch, actually. Commandos, History on Your Hands. Yeah, it didn't work. So that's what happens to that one. Right, okay, I've got a few more. I've got them in my hands here now. So, Crazy Taxi. This is the Sega hit on the PlayStation 2. It's great. It's an arcade game. You drive a taxi, you take people from point A to point B. It's got some great tunes. It's really fun. Like that one. So, Crazy Taxi. A bit more Tekken. We can't miss a bit of Tekken. This is Tekken Tag Tournament, so you basically get a partner and you tag them in and out during the game. I think it's complete as well, actually. Yeah, it's fully complete. Tekken Tag Tournament. I say bit of a Tekken rampage at the moment as a 3D beat 'em up. It's not. It's. I really like it, actually. To be honest with you, I like Tekken. I think it's because it's a game that I used to play mainly with my wife, and we really liked Tekken, and we were quite into Tekken at the time. She good at that one, actually. She liked that one. This one is, I think, in the Sore Thumbs collection. I got Ready to Rumble on the PS1. This is Ready to Rumble 2. Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2, should I say? That's it. Round 2. Yeah, so that's more boxing. I'm still rubbish at it, but it's not a bad game, actually. I quite like that one. And then this was just a cheapie. This is the golden age of racing. And if the footage has got, I've got a little bit of footage running at the top there. I'm smashing into things. This is the adrenaline-fueled wheel-to-wheel racing captured in spectacular crashes and instant replays. Wow. What else does it say? This is the mid-60s golden racing. So to be fair, apart from my poor driving skills, it's actually not a bad game, to be honest with you. Right, some more PlayStation 2. Hang on. Let's grab these. So we have Super Buster Move 2. This is just Buster Move. A classic, as I said to you, Taito. We've been into Taito at the moment, so it's and I'm sure I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. But yes, that's just Buster Move. It's more of the bubble guys in Super Buster Move with thousands of puzzles. I think it's especially includes enhanced high-res graphics for the PlayStation 2. Marvellous, and I don't think it was £1.50, by the way, even though it says £1.50 on the front of it. Next. This is Wipeout Fusion, not one of the better Wipeouts. It's not a bad Wipeout, but it's not the better one. Decent music, to be honest with you, but that's about all I can say from it. I mean, the music features Orbital, Luke Slater, Tim Masmo, BT, Sounds of London. Don't know any of those people, but anyway, that's who they are. So this is the 2160 season. Or Wipeout. Then we have a bit of tennis. Some tennis. We've got some tennis with some stars of the sort of current time that it was done. This is actually Sega game. Actually, this is by the AM2 department as well. So another sort of cutting edge, sort of graphically sort of exciting game. But yeah, that's all right. Actually, it's not too bad. I don't mind tennis. I don't know why I got it. I think I just saw it and did whatever else is. And then we've got Warriors Come Out to Play. This has the most phenomenal intro sequence of any game it literally mirrors the movie of the same name, sort of from beginning to end, uses the same music. I think it may even use the same voices. But I quite like this. I do like Warriors. Maybe there's a fight going on top of the gate there, I'm not entirely sure, but if it hasn't, it's got the Wonder Wheel. The Wonder Wheel's just so cool. Anyway, but yeah, I really love the sound of this and the look of this. It's really, really good. And what I also like, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, I might stand up actually and show you, is that there's actually a you can see that? There's actually a little cigarette burn in the middle of or some kind of burn in the middle of. I kind of thought it was really apt for a Warriors game. it sort of stands out. So I'm keeping the cover because it's got that cigarette burn in it. I quite like it. So that was kind of cool. Right, last but no means least, the Xbox. More for the Xbox. So we have. I think we'll go a different order here. We'll pick them up in a different order. Right. Okay. So we've got. Turok Evolved. I've not played a Turok game before. Like the look of it. I thought the cover was kind of cool. It's got dinosaur on it, and it turned out to a 3D adventure of some sort. So, and it was quite good actually. Quite like that one. So that's quite good. So Turok Evolved. This one is another one that I actually spent a lot more time on it than I thought I would do. Fight Club. It's beat 'em up based on the movie Fight Club. It's more about beating things up and none of the existential questions that they get their thing. See, I'm tripping over my words there. But the questions that the movie asked about sort of society and working for the man and all that kind of stuff. But actually, it's not a bad little beat 'em up. I quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I should have done. I think I spent too long on it just beating people up. It's kind of cool. It does seem to have some kind of 3D broken bones thing in it as well. I don't think I nicked that either. I think that came from somebody else. This is first rule number 8. If this is your first night at Fight Club, you have to fight. Cool. Next is Outlaw Volleyball. This is kind of, it's volleyball with kind of these kind of no shirts, no shoes, no shirts, no mercy. 16 outrageous characters and extreme courts. It's basically volleyball, really. But I don't know. I got Dead or Alive volleyball somewhere, so I thought I'd get Outlaw volleyball as well, just for fun of it. Anyway, next, Silent Scope. This is a game where you play as effectively as a sniper. I think for the police, to be honest with you. And you spend most of the time shooting terrorists, and there's lots of them. And I think it's all 4 complete games in one bundle. All 3 arcade games and the console original. So there you go, 50 levels and with multiple endings and routes. Light gun support. I haven't got a light gun. I really need a light gun for my Xbox 360, Xbox original Xbox. But that's kind of cool. I like that one. What else have we got? This one surprised me. I had seen it before in the past and I hadn't played it. And Enclave. This is really good actually. It was a big surprise. I quite like this one. It's a third-person adventure game where you're basically breathtaking. It says breathtaking medieval combat. The people of light and dark are divided by a bottomless rift that splits Earth from split the Earth many millennia ago. The land of light is the enclave of truth. So basically, the dark and light. Kind of cool, really good actually. Would recommend that one. Don't think it's very expensive either. Nice cover as well with the skull on the front. I like that. And this is the last one. This is a 3D beat 'em up. This is X-Men: The Next Generation. I didn't really have as much fun with this as I thought I was going to have. I think I was expecting a Capcom game. What I got was an Activision game, which was badly cobbled together with some Marvel characters. Just I guess it's a time when it was cashing in on Marvel, if that makes sense. So it's not the best anyway. So. And with that, that's my lot. And just so you know what's on here, this is Bionic Commando, if it hasn't flashed up on the screen already. I'm sure it has done, but that's what's on there. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've got to remember what I've got to do. It's down there somewhere. One of those 2 directions, I can't remember. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye.